every day and in every way. Enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.
Insulin resistance is when cells in your muscles, fat, and liver don't respond well to insulin and can't easily take up glucose from your blood. Your pancreas makes more insulin to help glucose enter your cells. While sugar might seem like a benign substance, having too much of it in your blood can actually have dire consequences. It has been linked to a host of health, cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, and even Alzheimer's disease. It is estimated that 15.5% to 46.5% of adults worldwide have insulin resistance, and rates vary across countries. According to some experts, insulin resistance has become an epidemic that many of us aren't even aware of. On your regular talk show, the physicians will be discussing insulin resistance, unveiling the hidden dangers. Stay tuned.
Every day and in every way. Enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.
It's another day with the physicians where your health is our business. My name is Dr. Martina Agbere, your anchor for today's program. We'll be discussing insulin resistance, unveiling the hidden dangers. And in the studio with me, we have our guest. She is no other person than our very own, very cerebral, Dr. Chinasa Amadi. She's an international board certified lifestyle medicine physician, the founder of ARIELLA Health and Fitness. Dr. Amadi, you are welcome to our program.
Thank you so much.
Ever smiling.
It's
Love
always
the
nice
glasses.
to be here. Thank you so much.
So let's just go straight to the topic of today, insulin resistance, unveiling the hidden dangers. It means that we have some dangers, right, in using having insulin resistance.
Yes,
so first and foremost, what is insulin resistance? What are we talking about?
Insulin resistance, just let me say it in very layman English, like pretty much when the body, your cells are they are now resistant to insulin. So they are not getting, like insulin is there, but they are not feeling it.
What is insulin?
Insulin is this very amazing hormone produced by the pancreas. Very, very important because when you eat, especially when you eat your carbohydrate meal, you know, glucose is produced, your body needs the glucose from the food, and this glucose goes into the bloodstream. Now, what does insulin do? What insulin does is that the pancreas releases insulin into the bloodstream, which helps open up the cells so that this glucose goes into the cells, the muscle, everywhere that needs glucose, and then that's how we are alive. Because of that. So you see how important it is. Insulin is like that key that goes to open the cells. So when now we say there's insulin resistance, that means that when insulin comes to open those cells, the cells are like, who are you? They don't know. They don't know it anymore. And what happens? That insulin keeps piling up. You know, it's like it's piling up over time. And the pancreas is still producing, it's still producing insulin for a while. And the glucose also is piling up in your bloodstream. So there's just so much going on. The thing about this is that it doesn't happen in 1 year.
Over time.
It happens over time. So you can start having these issues as young as 16, and it starts presenting the symptoms, start showing later, or maybe when you're 40. For some people, it may present in a shorter duration of time. So it's important to be aware of such.
So what causes this resistance? Because it's something that has been the body is used to. Suddenly, the cells are refusing to open up. So what causes this resistance?
Now, recent studies are showing that excessive consumption of processed foods, fatty foods, excessive consumption of saturated fats, trans fats, which are present in foods that are, processed, a lot of ultra processed foods, have been linked to causing this problem. Okay. You understand? So it's most times it's a lifestyle thing. Most times it's we won't forget the fact that there's a genetic predisposition, but studies are showing now that genetic predisposition, as in genetic variance on health status, is just about 10 to 30%. So you have a 70 to 90% chance of not carrying over such conditions. Such, yes. So that's important to note that even though yes, there's the impact of genetics, but lifestyle is pretty much genetics is like a loaded gun. Then the lifestyle now shoots that gun. A loaded gun can stay loaded and does no harm for the whole length of time it stays.
So we're talking about the hidden dangers to your health. So when this happens, when you now begin to develop resistance, so what happens? Because we know that insulin helps to your energy. You become really active. It's very, very important in the body. So, but what now happens if you now have a resistance?
Now, what happens? One of the things ways it presents, really, your blood sugar starts going up. You check you prick yourself and you're seeing that, oh, your blood sugar reading is high. So it may start causing, you may start having blurry vision or having kidney symptoms or even pinprick sensation like pins under your feet. You may you may have a wound that's not healing as it should. So those signs that will let you know, oh, my blood sugar is high or not. Recently, studies are even, they're beginning to call Alzheimer's as type 3 diabetes.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's a new one. That, even though, and also it also helps with inflammation, the cascade of inflammation, it worsens that. So pretty much, your body is pretty much under this oxidative stress, free radicals every time. There's inflammation is going on constantly. So it's as much as possible. Not getting to that stage is important. And even when you notice I always tell people, when you notice anything off with your body, seek help. And that's where also the importance of a regular medical checkup comes into play, because you'll be able to identify early, is there a problem or not? Is there something I need to address or not?
Okay. I also saw that insulin resistance is also linked to hypertension, and increased cholesterol, and even polycystic disease of the ovaries.
Yes, well, for the cholesterol and high blood pressure, pretty much an overlap of, because insulin resistance and diabetes, of course, presentation of diabetes, and having diabetes increases your risk for high blood pressure, high cholesterol. So it's just a real vicious circle. Well, just hold it there, because when we come back, you need to tell us how people can, how the diagnosis is made, and how they can cope with it. My dear viewers, there is time to keep up with the physicians. Let's hear what you have to say about insulin resistance and the dangers. Are you a diabetic patient? Are you one who injects yourself regularly with insulin, or you have a family member who is actually going, who has that insulin being taken regularly for a particular disease condition like diabetes, but not for weight loss? Ozempic. We'll be back after this short break. Stay tuned.
I can't really answer that question. I don't know much about that. It should help regulate weight management.
I don't know much about that question. No, I don't know anything about it.
Insulin resistance. It sounds explanatory for itself. Insulin, your body is resisting the process of producing insulin. I think that's what creates diabetes also. When your pancreas can't actually break down sugar perfectly, then there's a problem, and that's where diabetes comes from.
Every day and in every way. Enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.
Welcome back. If you have just joined us, you're on to your regular health TV talk show, The Physicians, where your health is our business. We've been discussing insulin resistance, unveiling the hidden dangers to your health. And Dr. Chinasa Amadi, an international board-certified lifestyle medicine physician, has been doing justice to this topic. She's told us so much about insulin, what usually that is produced by the pancreas, and it goes to the cells, open up, and it goes to the bloodstream. But suddenly the cells have just refused to allow the insulin to come in. The dangers of not having insulin in your body, and even if it's too much, the glucose is too much, there's another challenge. Dr. Chinasa, now we have insulin resistance. What other things can be attributable to individuals having insulin resistance? Could the body just decide to refuse to allow, the cells just refuse to allow insulin to come in? Could there be some other things that they have been using, or a lifestyle? Is it related to also lifestyle?
I think you need to help me rephrase that.
Okay, so why will the resistance just develop?
Oh, well, pretty much lifestyle, yes. We said lifestyle, it has a large role to play in that, in what we do, how we live, how we eat, how we, and then, of course, the genetic predisposition is also important there. And, like when we're talking about the symptoms, with diabetes, that we have the three cardinal symptoms, either excess urination, excess hunger, or excess thirst. Those are the three cardinal symptoms before we start even talking other systemic effects. It can affect different systems. It can affect the nerves, the eyes, different parts of the body are affected because of insulin resistance, because of raised blood sugar, and then the complications that can come from the raised blood sugar because the cells are not using up glucose as it should. Okay,
so the signs of insulin resistance.
So those are the signs.
So then you have the frequent urination. So it means that for diabetic patients who are actually having insulin resistance, it's like it's not their medication won't even work.
So of course that's why the thing is that's why their medication always has the clause that it should be with lifestyle modification.
Okay.
There's always that clause.
Okay.
So it can work. The cells can pick up again. They can. That's why it's with type 2 diabetes is not an absolute, resistance. That's with the fact that the cells are not producing any at all. In type 2, usually with medication, with lifestyle modification, we're beginning to see cases where these things are going into remission.
Okay. So we've also seen that some of the signs that will actually be noticed, you will have trouble losing weight because of...
There can be excessive weight gain,
Yes.
or there can also be excessive weight loss in some cases.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
So
when there's a resistance, the insulin is not working. Okay?
Yes,
And no
yes.
energy.
well,
So you can't burn. If you look at it, you can't burn. You really can't burn fat.
Well, we can look at it both
Exercise. You don't even have energy to even exercise.
ways. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Then we also talk about craving for sweets, a lot of cravings,
Cravings,
right?
Yes, you want to just constantly keep eating. That's the
Okay.
the polyphagia. You're constantly hungry, so you
Okay.
want to keep eating.
So what would be your advice for people?
My advice would be, first of all, be intentional with your lifestyle. I like to use the word intentional. Be intentional with your lifestyle. Be intentional with what you eat. Don't wait till you get to that stage. Be intentional with checking your blood levels. If you have a family history of insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, be intentional with constantly checking your blood sugar, check your HbA1c, check your C-peptides, do all that. Check up, be intentional with living healthy.
But how about, do you know anything about using herbs? Because some people will tell you if they take something that is bitter, it will help bring down the blood sugar.
It's important not to take something that is bitter to bring down the blood sugar and destroy your kidneys in the process.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Chinasa, thank you so
if
much.
it's not prescribed by your doctor, I won't.
So what I can actually say is for people to actually be intentional about all that they're doing, and it can only be detected if you go to the hospital. You may have the signs, you may have the symptoms, frequent urination, your appetite, you don't even have a lot of energy anymore, your vision is getting blurred. Some of these things that you notice is only when you can only notice them. But it is when you go to the hospital that it can do a proper diagnosis. So, Dr. Chinasa, again, I say thank you for coming on our program. I really appreciate you. You are actually a friend of the physicians, okay? And I keep doing the good work you're doing. I always see a lot of your posts on social media, on so many YouTube tweets, talking about lifestyle. Have you had your water today? Have you done this? A lot. You've actually done a very good job. Just keep it up. We can only help to keep educating the people. Use the platform that you have, like we're doing here on the physicians. You also do your bit. Together we can actually make the place a better place. So thank you, we really appreciate you. Viewers out there, I hope you have gained enough for today. We actually talked about insulin resistance and the hidden dangers for diabetic patients, hypertension, increased cholesterol. What are you supposed to do? Just exercise regularly and see your doctor. They will be able to manage you. But don't allow yourself to get to the extreme of losing your life. The kidneys are there. A lot of things will be affected. The organs will be affected. But then, when you see an expert, a qualified doctor, they're in safe hands. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Remember, we also have over 250 episodes on our YouTube page. If you have not been part of this program, just go to our YouTube page and binge on all the ones that you think will be okay for you. So, till next week, stay blessed. My name is Dr. Martina Agberian.
Every day and in every way, enjoy that I fight support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Daravite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Daravite from LB Pharma. Daravite, love yourself.
My name is Chinasa Trinitta Amadi, board-certified lifestyle medicine physician, founder, ARIELLA Health and Fitness. And insulin resistance, this is something that you need to be aware of. And of course, you know that this can lead to diabetes, and then you're now at risk for the complications of diabetes. So it's better to prevent the first step How do you do that? Live intentionally, eat healthy, exercise, don't smoke, don't drink. If you have a family history, be intentional with checking your numbers. Go to the hospital, do a medical health check. And hey, keep up with the physicians.
Every day and in every way. Enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Daravite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Daravite from LB Pharma. Daravite, love yourself.